I'm Bill Palmer. I'm the editorial director of the Hanley Woods Commercial Construction Group and editor of Concrete Construction Magazine. We're here today with a group of people, obviously, all related to the Concrete Preservation Institute and the work that's being done at Alcatraz Island. Tanya Comas, who is with Chico State and has been running the CIM program there, started this program several years ago and had, I think, 3 successful programs in 2014 at Alcatraz?
5 years. Oh, we have completed our 5th summer, so five summers.
Okay, but 3 this past year.
Correct. We're in our,
okay.
Yes.
And typically she has had a variety of people, students, some veterans, other young people on the program, but in January of this year she started a new program strictly focused on veterans. So Tanya, tell us a little bit about this program.
Okay. So what started as a summer program for undergraduate students is now this year-round program, 3 sessions a year, and we have had military students on our teams in the past, but never really gone out to get people who hadn't possibly considered the concrete industry to come and do the program on Alcatraz. And so this new group it's a new expansion of the program from just being an undergraduate. So it's a nonprofit educational foundation, and we work in full partnership with the National Park Service and the Golden Gate National Parks Conservancy. We have one of our conservancy partners here, and obviously a huge partnership with the industry. We couldn't do this without their support.
What is your objective out there? What are you trying to get them to learn?
Fall in love with concrete. No, well, it's a win-win for everybody. The students, the participants learn, they find a passion for something they may not have thought was where they wanted to be in their career. We get to contribute to the preservation of a National Historic Landmark. We get involved in things like youth mentoring while we're there. The participants will work with local youth on some projects around the park. Basically ongoing long-term continuous stewardship for the park, because we're there constantly. We can fix things over time that might not have had any attention. So it's preservation, it's learning, primarily learning, and multifaceted.
Great. We actually have 3 of the new crop of what do you call them?
Participants.
Participants, okay. We know they're not exactly students, but they're learning, but they're hopefully will continue in our business. So introduce yourselves.
Well, my name's Robert Skinner. I'm from Redding, California. Came back from basic training in June and just looking for work. Found out about CPI through my chain of command at my local unit, and said that looked like definitely something that would be a huge opportunity and grant me a skill that I could market and possibly get me a good career path moving forward. And it's all been a huge eye-opener from there. So.
My name is Cesar Hernandez, originally from San Clemente, California, but I went up to school up in Chico State and graduated in this past December and was a bachelor's in civil engineering. So I was in the National Guard from 2006 through 2012, including a deployment to Afghanistan from 2010 to 2011. So that was while I was in school, and coming back I was able to finish like I said, this past December, and I heard about this program from the Student Veteran Organization at Chico State, and I just jumped on it right away because it seemed like a good opportunity for me to get construction experience and get into the concrete industry for a career. So.
My name is Henry Frymuth. I'm from Quincy, California. I learned about this program through Tanya coming to my hometown. With previous to no construction experience, we decided to be a good fit for us. It is a good fit for veterans, and we're kind of going to lead the charge on trying to see what we can do to help this industry. Me personally, I spent 8 years in the U.S. Navy doing a lot of different things. I deployed to Iraq twice, and in the area outside of that in Afghanistan. And we're just looking forward to working in this industry and seeing what we have to offer. Thank you.
Terrific. So you, what has your experience out there been so far? You've been there for 3 weeks now, right? Cesar, what do you
Just learning concrete restoration and repair. So we've been on Alcatraz and just identifying what parts of the island need work, and just going through the whole process of doing the demo, the repair geometry, and eventually doing the forming, putting in the new concrete. And at Alcatraz, we're trying to minimize the amount of demo that we're taking from the amount of demo that we're doing on the concrete there, just because of the history of Alcatraz. So yeah, just learning how to do all that.
What's your experience been so far?
Well, my experience with it, one, it's a huge opportunity and a privilege to work on a historical site, working in collaboration with two very inspiring people has really opened my eyes to just how large the concrete industry is, and just the number of avenues and directions that you could take this industry, and just the number of passionate people that there are around the direction of the industry and where it's heading in the future has just been very inspiring, and makes you want to come on board and you know, move in that direction, see what you can do. So just, we're giving it our all.
Okay, thanks. Henry, what's your experience been at this point?
It's just a real unique opportunity. You know, you not only get the educational portion of the industry, but you're experiencing it at the same time, and you're preserving a national landmark. So, you know, it doesn't get better than that. And hopefully, moving forward, we'll get more opportunities and more ways to help the industry out.
How do you think your military experience plays into this?
Well, from all accounts that I've seen and heard of, you know, in the military, you're taught certain skills, and I think what's desired in this industry, you know, teamwork, initiative, the ability and willingness to lead is really what this industry is eager for right now. And if we can help out in that way and are willing to do that, which I believe we are, most veterans are, it's a great fit for us.
Thank you. Why don't you hand the mic to Brian? Brian is with BASF Chemicals, and so Brian, you guys have been sponsoring this for several years now. Yes. Why do you sponsor it, and why do you continue to sponsor it?
Okay, good question. A couple things from our side with BASF. One is, if you look at what everyone mentioned about preservation, sustainability is very core to our values. So there's a nice alignment, and we've been aligned since 2010 as a founding partner. But the other thing that is very important is talent. And if you look at the industry, whether you're a company or the whole construction industry, talent is very hard to find. And what was very apparent to us is some of the key words that you gentlemen used here was the skills that are being developed are not just technical. The technical skills are very high, but it's teamwork, it's leadership, it's project management. And what we found working together and collaborating is you bring that talent to the organization, and there's an automatic fit and an ability to develop someone further. And also work with the military is core to our values as well. So we think it's a perfect fit and really compliment Tanya, Scott, and everything that the group's done here to partner together on this. So.
Okay, thank you. So, Scott.
Yes.
What is your role been at the program?
So my name is Scott Burkhart. I am the Director of Operations for CPI. I'm also a lecturer up at California State University, Chico, in the Concrete Industry Management program. My role has been actually one of a pretty good privilege. In the past, I've been with the organization, or CPI, for the last 2 years, working with undergraduate students for the most part. We've had a few veterans in the past, and now we obviously have a full veteran crew. It's something that the maturity level is exciting. They also see the outcomes, I think, much more clear right away. They're looking into a career immediately. They have the opportunities to meet, I think, a lot of different individuals, different companies that would be interested in hiring them. And it's really a great resource for the concrete industry as a whole.
What are you trying to, are you teaching them, what is your focus? Are you teaching them, trying to teach them about concrete, about how to repair concrete? Is that a big part of it, or is that just one piece?
You know, we really see that as kind of the tool to really teach them leadership, to teach them responsibility, management skills. We are very ingrained in the idea of safety, teaching them that the safety within this industry is something that's important. It's important to them, it should be important to their families, and it should be important to the company that hires them. We like to send them home dirty and tired, but we like to send them home. So,
Okay, thank you. So, Tanya, any final thoughts? I want to say that I think this is a great program. I think our industry needs quality people very badly, and I think we've been getting them from the CIM program for 10 years or more now, and so I expect we're going to get some really good people out of this.
I think it is, to echo what Scott said, it's important to note that the vehicle is concrete repair and preservation, but about a third of the students who have done this program in the past aren't necessarily in this part of the industry. They're in production or cement or other areas of the industry. Another third of them are in the repair specific, and about another third are currently still university students. But it's much bigger than just a preservation project or just Alcatraz. And we hope that as this program expands, now that we're a full year-round program, 3 sessions a year, that we'll be aligning in a bigger way with the National Steering Committee for the Concrete Industry Management Program at all the universities. So becoming more of a nationwide focus.
Do you have expectations of other places that you might be taking teams?
Oh yes. Think of any great big national park that has military history. They're probably on the ocean because it's Navy or something like that. So there's a lot of national park sites with a lot of old concrete, not a lot of money at the federal level to take care of these structures. So that's where, with the help of the industry and experts like Peter Emmons here and BASF, we can fill a niche that isn't being filled, which is that ongoing continuous stewardship of these places. So yes, we're not going to name names yet, but we definitely have our eye on a few more places, and I could see that we would stay based at Alcatraz Island. That's where our program started, but that we could be partnering to potentially expand to some other parks.
Okay, thank you very much.